What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Razor Danger here, and today I am bringing you guys another Destiny video. And today I want to talk about E3. Now, E3 has not happened yet in the year of 2015, and like I said, today is May 20th, and I just want to give you guys my honest opinions and thought and predictions of what E3 will be like this year. Now, guys, before I jump into this, I want you all to know I love E3. E3 is one of the two favorite events, and one day I really hope I'll be able to go there. But E3 and Comic-Con are my two favorite things, both movies and games, which I both love and adore. So let's just jump right into it. Now, the first thing I have heard is some people are predicting that Xbox is going to be announcing a Xbox One Slim. Now, me personally, I don't know what I think about this. I think the Xbox is a fairly large console. It is bigger than its predecessor, and it could be shrunken down. Now, from the fan-made concept art that I have seen of the console, it does look more like an Apple TV. If you guys don't know what that is, go check it out. It's just this little kind of box that it's just this box basically, and it's just extremely tiny. And I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like if they are going to make a Slim, they're not going to flat out make it a little tiny Apple TV. I think what they're going to have to do is make it a little bit more like the PlayStation, where it's not as slanted. That probably won't look as futuristic, but it will look small, interesting, not awful. But I do see it happening, and the only reason I wouldn't see it, in the E3 this year, would have to be, it's either going to be this year, or it's going to have to be sometime far down the long line. Because the reason that they didn't make it smaller was because of the fanning system. Now, the fanning system, it could overheat, it could ruin the console. Great, that's why it's bigger, it's better, I understand. What I really hope comes out of E3 this year is they're going to announce something crazy like the apps on the Xbox will load faster. Give us stuff about this console that will fix it. Because quite frankly, even though it is only a year and a half old, there are still a lot of things that need to be fixed. And I think my main problem would be how long it takes apps to load. Now, I do appreciate Microsoft's constant support for the Xbox One. It's just, when I hopped on my Xbox, everything snapped open extremely quickly, I think everybody's gaming experience on the console would be a lot better. So I honestly think that before they make an Xbox Slim, they're going to have to improve the first generation of consoles first. The next thing people have been talking about is a Fallout 4 game. I don't know much about this. I have not heard any of the rumors, any of the details. I was not a big fan of Fallout New Vegas. I wasn't a big fan of Fallout at all, to be honest. And I do respect people that play it. If you enjoy it, do you? However, when I was playing New Vegas, I didn't have a good time with it. And so for all of you fans that really enjoy Fallout, there are rumors that will be at E3. I'm not sure how true those rumors are. What I do know is that they kind of did the same thing previously with another game. I forgot which one it was. It might have been Fallout 3. But basically, they announced it at E3, and then later that fall, they released the game, which is really fast, considering the Division was announced in 2012, and it's still 2015 and it's not announced or not released. But for all of you Fallout fans, that is a possibility this year. I'm not gonna struck down that idea. I'm not gonna be the buzzkill of that idea, but that's all I know. Other people are speculating a Gears of War remake announcement. I am hyped for this. I think I've made a video previously on Gears of War. I might not have, but basically my overall thoughts of it are they're great. There was a leaked video and I did happen to see it, and if it is true, if the leak is actually an official footage of the game, that game looks amazing. Graphics are just astounding, and I'm just swept off my feet with the graphics. Now, overall, some people were talking about a Marcus Phoenix collection. The developer of Black Tusk has already said that's not happening. Now, we all know that developers tend to lie and bend the truth a lot, and so I guess it's still a possibility. I don't think it is. I think when the developer says no, it means no, but it could happen, and I really hope it would, because if they just remake Gears of War 1, as fun as that would be, I don't think it is as good as Gears of War 2. And 3 it'd just be nice to have the finish of have the finishes of the series. But it is what it is, guys. Rumors are also having it that Blur Studios, the people that remade the cutscenes for Halo 2, are going to be remaking the cutscenes for Gears of War, and I cannot be more hyped for this. There could be no other better situation, unless there was going to be a Gears of War collection coming out. But I honestly really want a Gears of War collection to be announced this year at E3, and if it is, great. I would be extremely hyped for that. Now, guys, I know I do transfer from Destiny to Dying Light to Far Cry and then back to Dying Light, so I hope you forgive me for that. But anyway, back with my E3 predictions. Other people are saying that they're not even saying. E3 has announced that there will be another game coming out, a new IP coming out this Gamescom. Now, this isn't E3. It is Gamescom, though. And I want to talk to you guys what I think that will be. Honestly, off the top of my head, if Ubisoft wanted to just flat out be like, we're announcing a new IP at Gamescom, and it should be coming out at the very beginning of 2016. The first thing that pops into my head is hopefully The Division, because before they announce a new IP and release it, I want The Division to come out first. However, I do think that the new IP is Watch Dogs 2. Now, whether you love it or hate it, Watch Dogs was a fantastic game, and it got a lot of money. In fact, it was the fastest selling Ubisoft game ever, and there is no reason that it shouldn't have a sequel. I feel like it is a very successful game, and it needs a sequel, because quite frankly, the first one was a lot of fun, but it could have done better. And the only way to make a game better is to take more time, make a sequel, fix and improve, and that's what I hope comes out of that new IP that they're announcing. So honestly, my prediction right there is Watch Dogs 2. Another game that I hope is shown at E3 is Titanfall 2. Now, again, whether you love or hate Titanfall, I personally thought it was a great game. I thought that Titanfall had a lot of potential. In fact, it was a lot of fun, and it could have easily just swept the rug right under Call of Duty's feet and just taken the world by surprise. But it didn't have enough guns, and that was my biggest complaint with the game. It's not the fact that the campaign wasn't there, and it wasn't the fact that the maps were big or small or whatever. I thought the maps were fine. I thought that the campaign was a fun way. You could just hop on with your friends. You want a story in the background? Great. It'd give you something worth fighting for. And then the guns. There was only 2 assault rifles, only 2 snipers. The game did not have a lot of depth in terms of gun, and quite frankly, if it's going to be a purely online multiplayer shooter, it needs to have guns, and that was the big whoops of the game. And so I honestly think that Titanfall 2 will be bigger and better, and I hope instead of making a campaign, again, they stick with multiplayer and they just add more guns. Again, if they just add a little bit more depth into Titanfall, by Titanfall 4 or 5, Call of Duty will be non-existent anymore. Everybody will be lining up for the midnight releases of Titanfall rather than Call of Duty. Another game that I'm kind of surprised nobody has been talking about, but it is Battlefield 5. Battlefield 5, I don't think it's going to be... It's already been announced. We know it's supposed to be coming out later in fall 2016, but I'm thinking we might get a little bit of gameplay. And I'm going to explain to you guys why. It's kind of crazy to think that Hardline has only been out for a couple of months now, and yet we could possibly be getting gameplay for Battlefield 5 at E3. Now again, this is just speculation, and I don't think it will happen, but they do have to announce the game sometime and show it off. And if they do that at E3, they show the first mission like they did with Battlefield 4, I think that it will be a great experience overall. Guys, overall, my E3 impressions, I'm running out of time with this video, but what I wanted to say for my last few things is that E3 is going to be a lot of fun this year, and I think that it's got a lot of opportunities for newer games and new IPs. What I do hope, though, is that developers realize that not all of their games are going extremely well right now, especially, honestly, what I want to see the most is improved sequels. If there's gonna be a sequel, fine, so be it. But make sure it's improved, because Watch Dogs would be 10 times better with more of a GTA-esque multiplayer, and Titanfall would be better with depth. And I think that honestly, both games have a lot of potential. One thing I would like to see from Titanfall 2, and this is kind of off topic of E3, but I want to be able to have like little spec op missions similar to how Modern Warfare 3 had it on Titanfall. I think that'd be a lot of fun. You're in your robot, you and your friends have to buddy up and, you know, fill out these missions, and maybe have that be the campaign that everybody wants. And then what I want to see from Watch Dogs 2, I thought the story kind of lacked a little, but honestly, the big thing I want is a better multiplayer, because quite frankly, the game is all about being online and hacking, and so why not have a 32-player online community where you can just hop on, get in the car, and drive, do special missions, do like special,
You all right?
I don't know, hacking events, little missions that you could do with your friends, the little hacking squad, Lizard Squad, as you know, they could nickname it in the game. But I think that'd be a lot more fun is if it had more of a GTA approach to it. Because so many people judged the first game by GTA.
Listen, I have to get you
So
back to
guys,
your mom.
overall, that is my impressions of E3, what I'm hoping for, my predictions. I'm sorry that there was some speculation, just off-topic
Droids,
nonsense
Crane.
that I was talking about. But that's just what I hope happens in E3 this year. As always, guys, my name is Razor Danger, and I hope that you all have a fantastic, wonderful looking day. And just if you like this video,
Thanks, Troy.
please leave a like. And if you haven't already, please leave a subscribe. Every subscriber is appreciated. And just again, as I said before, as always, have a great and wonderful day. I'm gonna leave you guys with a clip of a funny Borderlands pre-sequel clip that I got with me and my friend. But see ya.
Got time! Is underneath the desk? I don't know, take it back!
Okay, this container ought to do the trick.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Tack. Take two. Not until you're older.
So the